The first method is about getting the email account name. The method should return a string, which is the name of the account. So far, the method signature looks good. We have the access modifier, the return data type, and the method name, and no input params. We have an opening and closing brace as well. The first line of code looks correct. It returns a string in quotes, and then it has a semicolon. So this is the return value. However, the problem comes on the second line when we see another return statement with another return value. We learned earlier that you can't have lines of code after the return statement because those will be considered unreachable by the computer. So in this case, this method has an error on line 8. Okay, so let's do method 2 now. The second method is about adding $4 of tip onto the current bill. The current bill is an input parameter and the data type is integer. The return value of the method should be the total price of the bill with that $4 of tip included. So let's check the method signature first. We have an access modifier. We're missing a return data type, so that's weird. And then we have the method name and one input parameter. So the return data type is a red flag, but let's keep reading. Inside the method, it says return bill plus 4 and semicolon. So this is the return value. Bill is a variable, and we add 4 to it, so this evaluates to a single value, and then that is an integer, which should get returned. So we're missing the word int right here, and this is on line 6. So in the table, we say that method 2 has an error on line 6, and we're supposed to specify the return data type of int. Let's look at the third method. This method is about setting up the app for our current city. We don't have the code for the other app, but let's just look at the code for this one method. The method signature starts with private access modifier, and then it says nothing, which is weird because we haven't seen that before, and then the method name is called setup. There's no input parameters, and we have an opening and closing brace. Inside the method, we see that there's a variable, it looks like a global variable, city name, and it's being set to the string London. Okay, well, from everything that I've observed, there's basically no return data type specified in the comment here. It looks like we're trying to return nothing as the output. So remember that the Java keyword for returning nothing is the word void. So I think the error is on line 4 here when we need to say void. Okay, so I added that to the table. Now let's move on to method 4. This method is about getting the number of students in a class. The return value is the number of students, which is an integer. The method starts with an access modifier of private, and then the return data type is an int. So far it's looking good. The method name is getStudentClassSize, and there's no input params. Inside the method, we have the return keyword, and then it says 20 in quotations. But this is weird because this is a string, and we wanted to return an integer. So the error is on line 7, where we have to return 20 without quotations. And this is what your table should look like.